Hello everyone, welcome back to LaExcellence Bengaluru Presents Current Issue of the Day, episode number 187. And today we will discuss an important topic, that is Shanghai Cooperation Organization. The organization is in news all over the world because recently the summit was held in China. So many of the delegations attended the event, including our own Prime Minister Modi. So we'll discuss what were the key outcomes of the summit, and also we'll discuss the significance of this summit for China, Russia, India, and all the other stakeholders involved. And we'll also discuss what was the secret message or cryptic message given by India to all its competitors. Not the competitors, but all of the stakeholders in this one. So everything will be discussed in the video. Discuss. So in GS2 or the syllabus GS2, that is international relations, this topic becomes important for us. Context is from the Great Wall of China to the diplomatic walls of Tianjin. The Tianjin is the city where SCO summit was held recently. The latest Shanghai Cooperation Organization summit has once again put India right at the center of Asia's toughest geopolitical puzzle. But here is a twist. While terrorism and Pulwama shadows continue to haunt discussions, India walked away with both opportunities and challenges. So we'll discuss what were the opportunities and what were the challenges, and how should India balance both. So first we'll discuss the basics, that is what is Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Shanghai Cooperation Organization, the origin of it was it started in 2001 in Shanghai, China, as a regional security grouping, and the founding members were 6. Those were China, Russia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. So all the Central Asian countries except Azerbaijan and Turkmenistan. Azerbaijan and Turkmenistan are not here, except them. Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, plus Russia and China were the initial founding members of SCO. The later members were India, Pakistan, and Iran in 2023. So the total members amounts to 9. The observer and direct partners are Turkey, Afghanistan, Belarus, Mongolia, etc. In the recent summit, Laos also was included as the observer dialogue partner. But in the new summit, there has been a changes to the system as well. We'll discuss what the change was. The objectives of SCO mainly focuses on security, that is counterterrorism, addressing extremism, and addressing separatism. Economy, that is promote regional trade, connectivity, and energy security. Geopolitics, that is multipolarity, resist unilateralism. Okay, and the structures: SCO summit where the heads of the states meet, such as this Tianjin meet, and then SCO heads of the government council, and SCO secretariat, which is present at Beijing, not in Shanghai. So do not get confused. Though the name is Shanghai Cooperation Organization, but the headquarters or the secretariat is present at Beijing. And then RATS, that is Regional Anti-Terrorism System or Support System, which focuses mainly on anti-terrorism or counter-terrorism. Very important, RATS. Okay, next we will discuss what happened in Tianjin. Okay, so the 2025 SCO summit was hosted by China in Tianjin. Heads of the state from all 9 SCO members, that is India, Pakistan, Russia, China, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, and other countries, Uzbekistan, all the countries were involved here. Core agenda revolved around regional security, against terrorism, extremism, and a dialogue on Afghanistan. And then economic integration with respect to trade, investment, and supply chains. And connectivity, China's Belt and Road Initiative, this is where India had a negative challenges, you can say. Energy and climate cooperation, oil, gas, green energy transition, all these things were discussed here. So you can see some of the images from the images from the SCO summit. This is Putin, Modi, and Xi Jinping. So 3 of the stalwarts of the current movement. Okay, next, major outcomes of the summit. So major outcomes of the summit where China made certain bold statements as well as came up with some important initiatives. These were China's push for a reformulated global order. They called for the President Xi Jinping launched a bold vision for new global governance system, calling for a multipolar world. And also he was very critical of resistance to bullying behavior. Who is the bully here? It is the USA. Indirectly, it is the USA. implicitly referring to Western powers. And this is very important. Xi proposed a global governance initiative, that is GGI. This global governance initiatives is focused on Pancha Sutras. Those Pancha Sutras are sovereign equality, rule of law, multilateralism, people-centric approach, and focus on real actions. Not just the agreement, but focus on real actions. Next, SCO stress the role of United Nations and multilateralism in the global governance. Next, China announces a development bank for SCO. Okay, so there is one more bank that is called as New Development Bank. Write down in the comment box to which organization does this New Development Bank belong to. Okay, so Xi pledged to accelerate the establishment of SCO Development Bank, further strengthening financial cooperation among the member states. A very important and a bold step which is taken by China. Apart from this, there were discussions about counter-terrorism resolution. This is where India scored a significant victory, you can say. The 10-member SCO strongly condemned terrorism in all forms. A specific mention was given to Palgam attack in India and Jafar Express and Khuzdar attacks in Pakistan. This is, you can say, a diplomatic victory for India. Diplomatic victory for India. Because on all the forums, China always restrained itself from criticizing Pakistan, restrained itself from mentioning the Palgam attack. But in the SCO summit, everyone talked about Palgam attack. So indirectly, they criticized Pakistan for this Palgam attack. Next, called for an end-to-end cross-border movement of terrorists. Reaffirmed commitment to fight terrorism, separatism, and extremism. Next, there was Afghanistan dialogue. What was this? SCO agreed to coordinate efforts for stability in Afghanistan, especially after rising Taliban activities. Next is India stressed that Afghan soil must not be used for terror against other countries, which was an indirect reminder of Pulwama. Indirect Pulwama reminder. So, connectivity and trade. Push for linking Central Asia with South Asia, but here is the catch. This is where India and China and rest of the countries diversified or diverged. The projects are tied to China's Belt and Road Initiative, which India refuses to join because of the CPEC. What is CPEC? CPEC is subpart of Belt and Road Initiative. If this is India, and this is Jammu and Kashmir, and this is China, and this is Pakistan. Okay, this is Pakistan. So one part of Belt and Road Initiative, that is CPEC, that is China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. It passes through Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, this area, Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, which is indirectly undermining the sovereignty of India. Sovereignty of India as well as territorial integrity of India, which is undermining sovereignty and territorial integrity of India. That is why India has always been critical of Belt and Road Initiative. Next, other outcomes were institutional developments. As I told you, there was a change in the SCO organization's system itself or institution itself. That is, decision to merge observer and dialogue partners status into one, that is a partner country. Apart from member countries, there will be now another grouping called as partner countries. Laos accepted as partner, expanding SCO strength to 27, that is 10 full members and 17 partners. Next, agreement to establish SCO Development Bank, which is a long-standing Chinese ambition, as I told you. Next, energy and tech cooperation. New initiatives on renewable energy, green hydrogen, and regional power grids were discussed as well. India backed cooperation but pushed for transparent and sovereign respecting projects. Here, India jab at China's CPEC as well. Next, China and Pakistan bloc versus India. There was a subtle alignment of China and Pakistan on connectivity issues because of CPEC. So, in order not to get caught in these things, India also did their own another grouping. That is, India countered by aligning with Russia and other Central Asian states to balance trade and anti-terror focus. So these were the outcomes of SCO summit. So what is it in for India? So again, there is another issue, that is geopolitical positions as well. That is, there were certain discussions on Israel-Gaza conflict. The countries expressed deep concern, condemned civilian casualties. Also, the strikes on Iran by Israel and USA, SCO, along with India, criticized or strongly condemned strikes on Iran by USA and Israel. This is a significant geopolitical change, you can say. Significant geopolitical change. USA and especially Israel has been a long-standing partner or long-standing supporter of India. So India always restrained itself from criticizing Israel. But in this particular aspect, India condemned this one. Next, Afghanistan, they called for inclusive government with broad ethnic participation and Belt and Road Initiative. All members supported except India. Chinese commitments, they pledged 2 billion in grants to SCO members in 2025, 10 billion in loans to SCO Interbank Consortium over the 3 years, and push to establish SCO Development Bank quickly. So this is how China is using its massive economic power. Okay, so just what US used to do in the early 1980s, this China is doing it in present context. Next, what is impact on India? Next, as I told you, there was a cryptic messaging or assertive messaging which was given by India. That is, at the summit, PM Modi sent calibrated messages. To whom? To USA, Pakistan and China. What was his message to USA? He says, India stays strategically autonomous and not swayed by tariff pressures. That is, in response to 50% tariff hike by Donald Trump. Next, to Pakistan, India said, firm stance against cross-border terrorism. Next is to China. India reaffirmed readiness to protect national interest while seeking dialogue-based engagement. India said, let us keep the border issues aside. Let us keep border issues aside. Focus more on the trade and other aspects. Because a friend in need is a friend indeed. Next, Modi also emphasized a forward-looking vision for SCO, and which is should be founded on three key principles, three key pillars. That is similar to Shanghai Cooperation Organization. That is similar to SCO. Modi ji said that S for security, C for connectivity, and O for opportunity. This was given by Modi ji, a slogan kind of thing. Next is about opportunities for India. As I told you, there are both opportunities and challenges. So what are the opportunities? Counter-terror legitimacy. SCO's condemnation of the Pahalgam attack boosts India's international standing and counters narrative from Pakistan and China. It legitimizes terrorism attack from China. Sorry, it's not China, from Pakistan. Tech and idea leadership. Adoption of India's vision and influence in AI cooperation reflects New Delhi's growing soft power footprint in regional discourse. Next, bilateral momentum. Improved ties with China, resumption of direct flights and visa relaxation, and sustained warmth with Russia enhances connectivity and energy security. So there is a lot of positive to look forward in the SCO. However, there are certain challenges as well. That is geopolitical imbalance. That is, India has to balance between its all-time weather friends, the all-weather friends, that is Israel, and also balance between the new friends, that is China. Despite India's presence, the SCO still leans heavily in favor of China-Russia leadership models. Next, connectivity limitation, that is land access to Central Asia remains constrained for India, limiting the trade and strategic leverage. So in this, India should focus on INST, that is International North-South Corridor, International North-South Transit Corridor. Next is competing narratives. India must counter attempts to portray its deeper engagement with SCO partners as a shift away from the Western and Indo-Pacific engagements. So India is at a difficult spot that it has to balance between its Western allies as well as its Eastern allies. So that has to be done with lots of care. So this is about SCO highlights. So all the important outcomes of SCO has been discussed here. So if you like the video, then please hit the like button, comment on it, and also share with your friends. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any notification. With this, I will end the video. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.